I call upon the spirit of the owl, messenger of wisdom. Hail, and welcome to the Temple of the Owl. Merry meet. I am your host, Matzow, and I hope everyone is having an amazing day, wherever you are listening. This is episode 11, my book review on The Way of the Wizard by Deepak Chopra. Here at the Temple of the Owl, deep in the forests of Northern California, where we talk about magic and spirituality on all levels, but it's from the perspective of a modern witch. Thanks for listening on Spotify, and a very special thank you to those listening on the Troubled Minds Radio Network, KUAP Digital Broadcasting. Visit troubledminds.org for more information and spread the word about a great conversation happening over there on Michael Strange's show, Troubled Minds. Also, visit troubledminds.com/friends and follow all of my amazing friends, and please support them. And check out my friend Rohan of the Exiled Minds podcast to help him out. I want to thank both of those gentlemen for producing this show. I like to begin the show with the MOD, or the message of the day. And it's a quote that I find that sets up the show. And today's quote is this: knowledge and intention are forces. What you intend changes the field in your favor. Intentions composed into words enfold magical powers. The wizard does not try to solve the mystery of life. He is here to live it. And that's by Deepak Chopra, the author of this book. And it's from the book, The Way of the Wizard, 20 Spiritual Lessons for Creating the Life You Want. Let's talk about this book, and it contains major spoilers, so you have been warned. The Way of the Wizard by Deepak Chopra, published in 1995, is a thought-provoking exploration of the intersection between spirituality and personal development. Chopra, a well-known figure in the fields of holistic health and consciousness, delves into the world of magic and mysticism, guiding readers on a journey to discover their inner wizard. At its core, the book invites us to embrace our own innate potential and the power of transformation within ourselves. Chopra presents 7 essential principles or laws of wizardry, drawing inspiration from ancient wisdom and modern metaphysics. These laws include the law of pure potentiality, the law of giving, and the law of least effort, among others. One of the strengths of The Way of the Wizard is its accessibility. Chopra uses relatable language and examples from everyday life to convey profound spiritual truths. Whether you're new to spiritual exploration or well-versed in these topics, you'll find valuable insights that can be applied to your own journey of self-discovery. The book's emphasis on the importance of intention and mindfulness in shaping our reality resonates with many aspects of witchcraft and the esoteric. It encourages readers to look beyond the material world and tap into the hidden energies and possibilities that surround us. Chopra also weaves in personal anecdotes and stories from various cultures and religious traditions, adding depth and a sense of universality to the book's teachings. This makes it a valuable resource for those interested in exploring different spiritual paths and finding common ground among diverse belief systems. One potential criticism of the book is that it may be seen as oversimplifying complex spiritual concepts for the sake of accessibility. However, this can be viewed as a strength, as it makes these ideas more approachable for a wider audience. In summary, The Way of the Wizard is a compelling read for anyone seeking to deepen their understanding of spirituality and personal growth. It offers a roadmap for embracing our inner wizard and unlocking our full potential. Whether you are a practitioner of witchcraft or simply curious about the mysteries of the universe, this book provides valuable insights and practical guidance. As witches, we often find ourselves drawn to books that explore the realms of magic, mysticism, and spirituality. Deepak Chopra's The Way of the Wizard offers a unique journey into these realms, merging ancient wisdom with modern insights in a way that can resonate deeply with those on a witchcraft path. Chopra presents 7 fundamental principles or laws of wizardry, each of which holds relevance for witches and practitioners of the craft. The law of pure potentiality. This law encourages us to tap into the limitless potential within ourselves, akin to drawing upon the energies of the universe, a fundamental concept in witchcraft. The law of giving. Witches often understand the importance of receptory and the power of intention in their rituals and spell work, which aligns with this law. The law of karma, or cause and effect. In witchcraft, we believe that our actions have consequences, and we are mindful of the energy we put out into the world, much like the concept of karma discussed by Chopra. The law of least effort. This principle aligns with the idea of working in harmony with natural forces, a concept that resonates with many witches who seek to flow with the cycles of nature. The law of intention and desire. Setting clear intentions and aligning our desires with our magical work is a cornerstone of witchcraft practices, making this law especially relevant. The law of detachment. Witches often understand the importance of releasing attachment to outcomes in their magical workings, allowing room for the universe to work its magic, similar to Chopra's teachings. The law of dharma, or the purpose in life. In witchcraft, we often seek to discover our true path and purpose, much like the pursuit of dharma that Chopra explores. Deepak Chopra's book also offers a bridge between various spiritual traditions, much like the diverse range of magical practices embraced by witches. His use of personal anecdotes and stories from different cultures reinforces the idea that wisdom and magic can be found across various belief systems. While some may critique the book for simplifying complex spiritual concepts, witches can appreciate its accessibility, making those universal truths more approachable for a wider audience. After all, witchcraft itself often involves demystifying the esoteric and making it accessible to those who seek it. The way the book is written is very unique. The author teaches the lessons with fiction and non-fiction. Each chapter starts with meaningful quotes from Merlin the magician to help explain the lesson. Then a fictional story about Merlin the wizard teaching young King Arthur about important lessons in life and the lessons we all need to learn and understand as we understand this world. The next part is about what Merlin taught the boy and how to understand the lesson. And the last part is living with the lesson and how to apply these teachings to your own life. The story starts as Arthur grows up. He comes across these lessons in life that we must all learn. Merlin is there to teach him. He also teaches him about alchemy and the mystery schools. He teaches the young boy about life and death and the unseen worlds. He teaches him about ego and takes him on a spiritual quest to find himself. The lessons in the story correspond to the teaching that Deepak talks about in his other book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. When Arthur is older, he leaves Merlin and goes into the forest to go live in Camelot and eventually becomes the king. And Merlin disappears. As an adult, Arthur teaches his peers, the Knights of the Round Table, and his wife, Guinevere. He tries to teach them the lessons that Merlin taught him. I believe that King Arthur was a master magician taught by Merlin, and that the term Merlin is not the man's name, but his title, like a priest or a cardinal. Merlin may refer to anyone who knows the mystery schools. That means you and I as well. The purpose of learning from a wizard is to find the wizard within. My favorite part of the book is when it talks about the quest for the Holy Grail. The Knights of the Round Table were seekers of the Holy Grail, the worthiest of treasures, supposedly the cup that Jesus drank from during the Last Supper. Legend has it that one sip of liquid from the Holy Grail will heal and bring magical gifts to those who drink from it. In order to achieve this feat, a knight must be holy and perfect even in God's eyes. Each summer, the knights search far and wide for the Grail, only to no avail. The knights become so frustrated that they start to believe that the Grail does not exist, that it is a myth. One day, they ask Arthur if the Grail is real, and Arthur says yes, but not as you think it exists. They knew Arthur was taught by the wizard Merlin. He must have told his disciple something about the Grail. The knights prepare for a quest to find the Grail. Surely, this time, they will find it, since Arthur says it does exist. That night, Percival and Galahad, two of the Knights of the Round Table, are at their campfire, praying and fasting before their journey to find the Grail the next day. Suddenly, they are approached by a stranger, begging for some warmth of the fire. The two knights do not want anyone to break their concentration and shoo the stranger away. The stranger tries to plead with the two knights, promising them that they could show them the Holy Grail. They do not believe that a vagabond could know what the Grail is. The stranger convinces them to listen and reveals that he is Merlin, the master magician returned. He teaches them about alchemy and how to change yourself from base metals into gold. Both knights experience a great awakening as the master teaches them to obtain the Grail. And I love that story because it talks about alchemy and how it's not about turning matter into gold, but transforming ourselves into something better. Every time we ascend greater knowledge or have a spiritual experience, we are turning our bodies into gold. The Holy Grail is a metaphor for our own spiritual ascension. In conclusion, The Way of the Wizard by Deepak Chopra is not just a book. It is a guide for witches seeking to deepen their understanding of magic, mysticism, and spirituality. It resonates with our beliefs in harnessing the power of intention and working with natural energies and exploring the hidden realms of existence. Whether you are a seasoned witch or just beginning your story, this book offers valuable insights for your magical path. I highly recommend this book for anyone wanting to learn about magic and spirituality. And I really like this book, guys. It's one of my books that I say it changed my life for the better. And I wanted to do a book review on it because I believe I want people to read these kind of books and learn about this kind of stuff. And this book definitely helped me on my own path. It kind of gave me hope. And I've read it several times. It feels like each time I read it, it's like reading a whole new story. So I do recommend this book. It has a lot of the way he teaches it and the way that he kind of puts it into these Like, he teaches it in sections, and each section helps you grow spiritually. Well, I hope you guys can get a chance to read this book. If not, maybe find the audiobook. And he also has another book called The 7 Ways of Success, which this book is based off of. So I want you guys to take time and find that book if you're interested. Well, thank you for listening to the Temple of the Owl. And special thank you for those listening on the Troubled Minds Radio Network, KUAP Digital Broadcasting. This is Matt's Owl. Have a great day. Blessed be.